I wonder if you could just duplicate StreamYard and put the same link on your computer.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like this exact tab that you have open, do it again, put it on your computer.
Yeah.
So that you could actually see, you know?
Oh, yeah. You're talking about my blindness.
Yeah, because it's becoming a problem.
It is becoming a problem.
You can't do your job effectively if you're blind.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with that.
So I'm thinking of creative, outside of the box, roundabout ways to make you more efficient at your job. Sexy, you're just like staring at yourself.
I'm staring at you, actually.
Why?
Because it's easier to look at you there than over here.
You should learn proper live stream etiquette and look at me in person. We don't live in it. We're not in a digital world.
I am.
Not right now. Not when you step into the jungle.
Not when you're not in this dojo.
Not in this fucking dojo.
I hate this intro.
In this dojo, we are doing a 1 quarterback draft on Underdog because Best Ball Mania is back. For those of you that don't know, Best Ball Mania is a how do you even describe it? It's a giant contest where they're giving out millions of dollars worth of prizes. It's best ball, like
$15 million prize.
Jeez.
Big prizes.
Big.
It's essentially just best ball, so you don't have to set a lineup, but you're competing against hundreds of thousands of entries. So
you ain't gonna win shit.
You probably aren't gonna win. The only way you can really win is by drafting for upside. And with upside comes those stacks. So we're going to get into the stacks in a little bit. But if you're not already on Underdog, make sure you go download Underdog. There's no better time than right now. Let me hit you with this little 3-piece, all right? Number 1, use promo code DIMES, and you're going to get yourself a 100% deposit match bonus, the freest money you're ever going to get in your life, all right? Number 2 is Underdog is generously throwing out a free play. Is it today? Is the Celtics today?
It's tomorrow.
It's
so
tomorrow.
You got the next 48 hours to hit this line.
For the next 48 hours, Jaylen Brown's line for total points is set at 0.5.
Give me the under.
Look at that mass crusader. You just said give me the under?
Yeah.
Free
sharp.
Free money for you right there.
That's double free money.
He needs a bucket.
Needs 1 bucket.
How annoying you think it is playing with that on his face? Yeah, so go grab this line right now. Use promo code DIMES, 100% deposit match. Then you're going to double it again because they're giving you a free line unless you're Patterson over here donating the rent. I was sent a study today. 97% of males think that they're Batman.
Wait. 97% think they are.
Think they're Batman.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, it's
pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
In what way do they think they're Batman? Just
like you think you're Batman.
In what way do you think you're not Batman?
I've heard a Saturday when we were at brunch, I heard you say like
that's different.
The check came and you're like, I'm Batman. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
I mean, that's different. When we're marks deep, yeah, I'm Batman, I'm Superman, I'm the whole Justice League wrapped up into one man. That's not what we're here for, all right? Real quickly, I'm gonna hit this Jaylen Brown square live. I'm gonna do this right here.
Damn.
Show y'all how it's done. I got a
oh, you already got a line.
I know.
Those baseball players?
Yeah, they are baseball players. What am I gonna do? I can't take football. Take football. I don't really know basketball. I do know that Jaylen Brown is going. Okay, then what do you like? Have you even looked?
No.
You haven't even looked at nothing.
All right, fine. That's fair.
Oh, you did take a Blue Jay though, so I'll take it.
I did that for you, just for you.
You take the under on that Blue Jay.
Yeah.
Canadians don't do overs.
Like I said, don't know basketball. Don't need to know basketball to know that Jaylen Brown is definitely going over half a point. George Kirby just going to take him because the A's suck and going to go Bo Bichette because, like you said, he's a Blue Jay. Apparently, we support Canadians here.
Yeah, we do.
So let's throw a quick 25 on there. Bada bing, bada boom. Did I do that wrong?
I think you fucked up.
How did I fuck up?
Maybe 20.
I think 20 is the max bet.
I knew that. Here we go. I tell you what, I'm going to hit at least one of these. All right.
That doesn't get you paid.
It doesn't get me paid, but you know what? It's one step closer from getting that cashola.
We're drafting one team today together.
We are drafting one team.
I don't like drafting with other people.
Me neither.
Why not?
Because I'm a fucking savage.
I don't like when we have like 3 drafts going because then it's too much happening at once.
No, you're right.
I can barely host this thing.
Plus, it's a lot of money to keep throwing into BBM's $25 entry, but listen, that's how they have a $15 million prize pool, $3 million to first place. Get in there. Now we're about to join the draft. So if you get it in with us immediately, you'll make sure you're doing 30 seconds per pick, not 8 hours.
If this team comes
8
first,
hours, baby.
If this team comes first, how are you divvying up the $3 million?
It's all to me. It's all going in my account. What do we mean?
No.
That's ridiculous.
You guys signed a contract that any content, anything that comes within the content is under the business's name.
$3 million to the business.
Hold on. Question.
I'm literally retiring if I have $3 million.
Yeah, like you don't. Did you not just hear what I said?
I'm running away with the money. I'm going on the lamb.
No.
I'm a lamb chop after I win.
Would you guys sue me if I did that? If we won and I just took the money? For the business?
I would spend my $3 million.
For the brand, I wouldn't
sue
you. If you took it for yourself, I would.
All right, I'm taking it for myself then. Fucking try me.
All right, real quickly before we get into this, want to do a quick chat on strategy because, like we said, you got to come in first for the $3 million. There's hundreds of thousands of entries. It does you no good coming in the middle of the pack. So the strategy that you'll see online and everywhere is that you gotta stack. You gotta match up your quarterbacks with your receivers. So who do you think is the highest upside stack? I want to hear from you guys in the chat too. If you could have any stack, is it Allen Diggs? Is it Mahomes Kelsey? Those are some harder stacks to get. In Best Ball Mania, it is only one quarterback though. So quarterbacks don't get ripped off immediately.
See, I don't necessarily think you need to have a really good stack. You need to get the stack that's the best value. Like last year, the best value stack was Jalen Hurts with either one of AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, because you could get them a little bit later than you could get the Burrow Chase or whatever you want to stack with. So you need to find that value stack, and that needs to hit.
I think I think what's going to be like the key to BBM is whoever finds the Jalen Hurts is like this year, right?
Yes.
Like all those guys are super expensive now. Like you have to get Hurts in the second round. And you also like AJ Brown's also like a first or second round pick. So it's like you don't really have an advantage over other people. You need to find, whether it's even like I almost feel like maybe like Trevor Lawrence, Calvin Ridley could be a good stack because that's like around 6-7 probably stack that you could do that I feel like has a lot of upside.
I was thinking Fields, DJ Moore.
Fields, DJ Moore is definitely going to be undervalued. Fields is probably going to go pretty early, but still you can get both. Yeah, you need to get one of the QBs because all the QBs are starting to go super early now, and now you need to like absolutely nail the one that has like the high upside. Someone's asking what happened to Superflex on Underdog.
I think Flex is still there.
I think if you go to the regular, BBM is one quarterback, but if you go to the $3 drafts, like the regular drafts, and I'm pretty sure those are still Superflex.
Yeah.
Maybe?
That's correct.
But that also means since it's one quarterback, like the Fields DJ Moore stack isn't going to be like
those QBs are still going early.
Yeah, but it's not like they're going to be the first 8 picks off the board, right?
Unless
you think so?
No, they won't be that early. But I think a few of the quarterbacks are going to go second round.
I could see that.
Yeah. Which I still think is maybe worth investing into. I also think the stacks are good, but it's probably not like worth overdrafting stacks just for the sake of having the stack. Like I don't want to go like super. I don't want to go like Fields at the 111 just to be like I have a Field stack. You know? I feel like we should fade away from that.
Definitely. Yeah, you don't want to overdo it.
Desmond Ridder
and Kyle Pitts.
I can't even think of who our wide receiver two. I was about to say Olamide Zacchaeus, but I know he's not on the fucking team anymore. I'm done. I'm fit. Oh, yeah. Desmond Ridder, Matt Collins. Yeah, fucking there it is.
Beautiful.
That's the $3 million stack.
And Discussy right there.
All right. I like it. So we're going to try to find our next Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown stack in this draft. Let's get the board up here. Let's get 30 seconds on the clock. Enter this bad boy. Not right now. Not right now, Underdog.
All right. Go fill the BBM. Go Josh, get in there with us.
I like that one, Josh. Tua, Tyreek / Waddle.
I'm all in on Tua still.
You like that? Yeah. You like that?
It's a good one.
Do you like Burrow, Chase, and Higgins too? You like Josh Allen and Diggs?
Devon A-Chain.
Is there a realistic triple stack that we can get? Like obviously the Burrow, Chase, Higgins, you're not going to get that in a draft. But maybe you go Jefferson early. Couple rounds later, you go Cousins. I don't know. Is Jordan Addison like a late, maybe
KJ Osborne?
TJ Hawk?
I think the move is going with a tight end instead of a second wide receiver, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
You just got to go to like condensed offenses. Burrow, Irv Smith, and Higgins. reasonable.
Use your host voice. What do you think this is? What do you mean? This is
I-
the hostiest voice of them all.
I agree.
You should see me not hosting. Sound like a drug addict.
I do really like Devon A-Chain though in best ball just because of
Same. We're taking him in this draft.
yeah.
I don't care where he goes. He's on our team.
So as you guys can see, the list here is a little bit different than Superflex as we've done in the past. The quarterbacks aren't crowding the top. Thank God. I can take a couple running backs and breathe, exhale a little bit. Who do you think is there anybody in the first round that you're like, I guess it's first round, so it doesn't really matter. All these guys are great players, but anybody stand out to you in the first round?
The fuck does that mean?
Yeah, well, like everybody's good.
Okay, what about the opposite? Like, I'm not taking Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is definitely not a standout player. Also, probably wouldn't draft Travis Kelce. I don't know.
I feel like Kelsey probably goes super high in these drafts.
You think so?
Yeah.
Just for the positional edge.
Can you read off? I can't really see from back here, honestly.
Oh, now who can't see? Are you cooking up anything for these season kickoffs? I'm cooking up some pancakes, cooking up some stacks,
Cooking up some shrimp. I threw out our shrimp today, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Raw shrimp.
Yeah, that's fine.
Needed some room in the freezer.
Yeah, it's
Figured
okay. I was never
easy
planning on eating
sacrifice.
that.
Oh, we're live, baby. You
Yes,
got the
we are.
101?
Yeah, that's why I was asking
Hell
who's
yeah.
the best value in the first round because I
Oh.
got the 101.
Justin Jefferson.
That's not
We
why
just-
you were asking.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Did we just rip JJ here?
I mean, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah?
Just because he's the most.
You go
he's-
JJ over C-Mac immediately?
I would, yeah.
I think I would too. I think you're definitely right.
So this is a no-brainer then.
Jefferson he's just so fun to have on your team. I love it.
So then we're heavily targeting Kirk Cousins.
So if
later
you're at the
on.
101, there's no way you're taking C-Mac in a redraft league this year.
I'd rather have realistically, they have probably similar upsides, Jefferson, C-Mac. So I'm going to take the guy who's less likely to get hurt.
I don't think that's true. Similar upsides.
You don't think so?
And we are ripping it.
J. Jeff isn't averaging 25 points a game in half PPR. C-Mac could do that.
Damn, should have went C-Mac.
I guess half PPR.
I agree, though. I think like the trade-off is what's their upside, but what's the likelihood of him hitting that? Probably unlikely. And Jefferson just feels super safe. So let's take it. Our pick is in. I feel like every pick we should act like we're the like one of the board.
We're in the war room.
The NFL
Like we're
draft.
the Lions after the draft, Jahmyr
Yeah.
Gibbs.
Yeah, every pick we're the Jahmyr Gibbs Lions.
The Jahmyr Gibbs lines.
Yeah, let's take Jahmyr Gibbs in the second.
Yeah, I almost feel like we got to do it now. What do we got? Chase, C-Mac,
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp at 4?
That's wild. I don't think there's any chance. I don't want to touch Cooper Kupp at all
Why?
this year.
Why don't you want to touch him? I don't get it.
I don't trust Matthew Stafford, really.
Why not?
If Matthew Stafford's not there, I mean, he was super hurt last year. He's getting up there in age.
But before Cup got hurt, he was dominating.
Yeah, Kupp was fucking awesome.
He was doing just as well last year as he did the year before that.
There's so many players that feel far more safe in the first round.
I'm kind of in on Kupp. I think a lot of people are going to be with you. I'm not at the 4. Like I'm not going to take him 104, but I feel like a lot of people are going to think that way, where they're just like kind of scared of the situation in LA, so they back off him, and that's when we strike.
Yeah, I mean, like I
I
can
don't know.
understand taking Tyreek Hill over him just because.
What is Kupp's actual ADP? Is it 104, 105?
It was. I mean,
like
it wasn't that
107.
far. Yeah.
All right.
But like, would you rather have Cooper Kupp or Bijan Robinson?
Bijan. Definitely. I feel like
Full health. I think I might. I think it's a super debate. Like if you told me that Kupp and Stafford are healthy, like July, August, I might go Kupp.
But
there.
now
I'd
you're
go Kupp
relying
too.
on the health of two guys who feel like semi-injury prone players.
I wouldn't put Cooper Kupp as an injury prone player.
I
Just because
would.
he got injured last year?
I mean, he's coming back from an ACL.
But I'm saying like if
ACL,
Stafford,
no?
if Stafford's chilling throughout the summer and we don't hear like bad reports about him, like it's easy to say now because we don't really know what the fuck's going on with him. But if he's fine and he's throwing and everything's good to go, I'm fine with Kupp up there, and I feel a lot safer with Kupp than a running back.
What was
just
his
in
injury last year? Kupp?
It was an ACL.
No, it wasn't.
No, he didn't tear his ACL.
What?
It was like his foot or something, or his ankle.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but it was. I don't think it was a ligament tear. I think it was maybe a bone. I think it was something that was like I don't think we should be too worried about going into this year.
I'm worried about it.
I know you
I'm
are.
big worried. Just first round, that feels like a loser pick. I'm not doing it. But we have one quarterback go in the first round and a half, Jalen Hurts.
Damn, that's insane.
That
They
is
go
kind of
with
wild.
The Smith, he went Devonta Smith at 2-1.
Yeah, he went Hurts
Look
to
at
Devonta
that.
Smith.
We got a
Wow.
bunch of flapjacks in the draft already ripping off these stacks. So, I mean, this guy, I think, is doing what we talked about before we started, just going for pure upside, hoping that Jalen Hurts connects with Devonta Smith. I guess
Where did
Now
AJ
it-
Brown go? 3 picks before?
he went 3 picks before.
Yeah,
Now it feels like
Devonta Smith at 2-1 feels way too early.
I was going to say that was a double reach. That was a
Ooh.
reach on a quarterback,
All
reach
right,
on
we're
a
on the
receiver.
clock.
We are. Patrick Mahomes, man. Okay, no, I don't want to draft a quarterback this early, to be honest. I want Kirk Cousins. I'm looking out for Kirky, baby.
All right, why don't we fucking talk about guys that we can take now?
All right, T. Higgins.
Do you think Brees Hall is going to be healthy by the beginning of the year?
I think T. Higgins got to be one of our guys.
I don't know if Brees Hall will be healthy by the beginning of the year. Yeah, we do start 3 wide receivers. Who are the other wide receivers?
Oh, yeah. I like T here.
We have Jefferson.
All right, grab T. Grab T for our first pick. So we
Yeah, I
don't
got him
run out of
queued
time.
up.
Okay.
And then do we stack him with Burrow? Is that bad to take? Is that egregious to take him over Mahomes, though?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to do that.
I'm not against Brees. I mean, we could take Mahomes and then take a few, like all the guys that he's going to be thrown to outside of Kelsey are going to be later ADP dudes. So we can get Sky Moore. We can grab Rashee Rice if we want, like much later.
I'm kind of leaning Hall, to be honest.
Hall, I'm in on Hall as well, just because BBM, like you need to go crazy at the end of the year. Yeah, the beginning of the year, the first month is not like as important. So I'm fine with either.
All
I
right,
like the Hall pick.
I'm going with Brees Hall, baby. Give me that running back. One quarterback. Very
Someone said it was a high right ankle sprain for Cup. Okay, so I think what it was like a big multi-week injury that they were just like, we're not doing anything this year, so we're just going to shut you down. So
High ankle sprains, like they kind of linger, but when it's within the same season. But once you get into the next season, they
yeah,
don't linger that
I'm not
far.
worried about it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about those drafts that you see people post on Twitter where they just rip off like 40 wide receivers? Like, does that strategy hold any weight? That feels like something you would do, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I like balancing my team, but I understand it in especially the one quarterback ones where there's 3 wide receivers you start, just because you get all your points in the wide receiver and flex spots, and then you bank on those late round running backs who just happen to get into the starting job in your running back slots. So it's definitely got a lot of upside to it if you can pick the right running backs late.
I'm fine with it too. I think especially in like the start 3 wide receivers, because you also have a flex spot afterwards that you throw players into.
Yeah. But when you I don't know, it depends how far you go with it though. Like I see sometimes people will get like 11 wide receivers to just 3 running backs, and it's like that's just
yeah. I think a lot of that stems from like the first. We should before the next. Is this BBM 4? Is BBM 4 right? Or
Mhm.
3?
4.
We should look at the championship teams from the first 3.
Yeah.
And see what their roster constructions are. And I think a lot of the huge wide receiver ones are stemming from whoever won the first one. Pretty sure drafted like 4 running backs, maybe 5, and like the rest of his roster was wide receivers. So everyone was like, "That's what you got to do." And then I think the next year was probably like 6 running backs. So it was like a little flip flop for you. Definitely should go more wide receiver heavy because of the starting roster. And I think easier to get production out of like later round running backs because they have a lot of upside. But
Okay, so we see after our pick, a little run of running backs here go. Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Travis Etienne, Jahmyr Gibbs, Najee Harris.
where'd Jahmyr Gibbs go?
He went in between Etienne and Najee Harris.
I like that spot for him.
Really, I was going to say that feels really early.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I'd take him over Najee or Stevenson.
I'm not really too high on him this year for
Really?
redraft. Yeah.
Why not? Even with the top 12 capital, they'd love him.
Yeah, I just like I feel like anytime a team invests into a player and they're just like he's not a running back, he's a weapon, I'm like red flag right there. You just look at it unless you catch an insane amount of passes, you're just not going to be that valuable as a running back if you're not scoring touchdowns. And I don't expect him to score a lot of touchdowns.
You don't think so?
They literally brought David Montgomery in there to do it, to be the guy on the goal line. I don't know. I think he's going to get a little bit inflated this year for redraft.
I mean, what did you even think of Gibbs before he was drafted so highly? Because I don't know. I wasn't like, highly scouting these guys, but at the same time, it almost like my opinion doesn't actually. It probably should change, but it doesn't change from what I think of Jahmyr Gibbs from Alabama.
No, I mean, like, he was an awesome back. He was explosive, but I also think he's not a role player, but like his skill set is more indicative of being of doing specific things at the next level, I guess you could say. Like, he's much better than just a role player. Like, I don't want to say he's going to get 6 touches a game, but I feel like you put him in for specific plays, specific times of the game, 2-minute, 4-minute drills. You want to give him some screens, give him like 6-8 carries a game, sure, but you're not using him on the goal line. Like, you're not using him in high value situations for the most part. He'll have his big games, but I just don't think it's something to be able to rely on consistently.
So like he went 1 pick after ETN. I feel like they're going to have similar roles on their respective teams, ETN, Gibbs. But like, do you have ETN over Gibbs still?
I would definitely rather have ETN. Feels like he's just going to be used in like higher leverage.
Yeah, I kind of think they're different roles.
Situation.
Think so?
I mean, ETN's like the early down guy there. As weird as it is, I feel like he's kind of like a thumper-ish.
We were 1 pick away from being able to stack Burrow with Higgins. So maybe we move on. Christian Watson at the top of this ADP rank seems wild.
That's insane.
Okay, hear me out. What if we went with Christian Kirk, Trevor Lawrence stack right here, back to back? Would you take Kirk over Keenan? I gotta fucking make a decision. I'm taking Justin Herbert. I'm panicking.
Go Herbert, Keenan Allen.
Your true feelings, feelings come out when you have 3 seconds.
Right. I think this is the stack that I want. This
Herbert
is the stack
Allen?
that, yes.
I'm fine with it.
Love it. All right, boys, we're on. Let's go. That's good. Good pick.
Hell yeah.
Woo! Clap it up.
Woo!
Dynasty starts today.
We got our franchise quarterback.
I'll break you guys off a little something when we win the Millie. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Look at this roster already. Over here on the side, we got our stack with Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's our wide receiver 3, guys. We have the best wide receiver in Justin Jefferson. T. Higgins, an absolute monster. We got a little bit of a run game here with Breece Hall. How is this not a $3 million team already?
This is a $3 million team.
All right. This is what Brett tweeted out today, which is insane. I was talking to him earlier.
Coleman?
Yeah, we were talking about Gibbs, and he was like, he tweeted this out. I might take Roshan over Gibbs in Dynasty and still sleep like a baby. I don't care. And obviously, everyone's going crazy about it. And then his follow-up tweet was Reggie Bush caught 90 balls, had 1,300 yards, and was still the RB17. If you don't get red zone usage, I'm just not that interested. I think that's the point. Like,
that's a fair point.
Like, if you're going to catch 60 passes and have 1,000 yards, like, you still need to supplement that with 8 to 10 touchdowns to be like a top fucking 12 back wherever he was drafted. What number back was he drafted as?
How do I tell that?
I just count the green ones.
Oh, okay.
6, 10, 11.
Yeah, like, I'm not drafting him as RB11.
No chance
this year.
I would rather have Kenneth Walker if we went around later.
Yeah, probably. I also think, like, the way, because it's BBM and everyone's shooting for just straight upside, like, I understand why Gibbs would go earlier, because he's someone where, like, you know, if something happens to Montgomery, Gibbs could be fucking absolute league winner, but I'm not drafting him that way.
But like, even like, look at the Saints offense when they had the Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara stack there. Kamara still got a bunch of touchdowns despite Ingram being the goal line back.
No, Kamara was the goal line back. Kamara had like fucking 40 goal line carries.
Over Mark Ingram?
Yeah. Kamara was so heavily utilized on the goal line. He had like 17 rushing touchdowns one year. Like something insane. Yeah. That's why it's like it makes sense. And Kamara's also like 212 pounds.
I was going to say Kamara feels just bigger than
he is much bigger. Yeah. Did you see the reports about the Lions exploring a contract extension for Goff? Yo, yes. Yeah.
Really?
I think Goff is like, I think they're committed to Goff.
Yeah.
Yes. Whoever takes over the dynasty team and go fade me, that's why yesterday I was like, I want to trade for Goff. I actually think Goff's going to be there for like 5 more years.
I could see it for sure.
Yeah. I think they're actually building around him and they feel comfortable. I think if you're in a dynasty league right now and you need a QB and whoever has Goff like thinks that Hooker's the next guy, I would try to throw something towards, or if it's a back end of the first, like 111, 112, I was going to try to throw like, if you took over that team and I threw,
give me Goff or you're fired.
Yes. Would you do that?
Yeah.
I was going to throw multiple seconds. I was going to get up to like 3 seconds. Would you have done that for Goff?
Personally, I wouldn't do that. Just like in this class, I'm not a big fan of the second round. I'm trying to trade all my second rounds to get into the top, like get 108.
Well, I would have done like 2 seconds this year, maybe next year second as well. Like I feel like if if you're not thinking about Goff, like prior to this conversation we had, right? And you're like, Goff's probably like a 1 more year, maybe 2 more years tops. I think you're probably considering that offer. 3 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I even if the Lions decided they wanted to move off him, somebody's gonna take him on. Like Goff is 100% at least top 20 quarterback in this league, so he's 100% gonna be a starter no matter what team he's on. So he should have more dynasty value than he currently does.
Hooker is better than Goff at what? Just anything that matters.
But yeah, and he's been good. He's been very good for the Lions, so they don't really have a reason to move off of him unless for some reason in training camp Hooker is just this absolute god, which
yeah, that's not going to happen.
He's
still coming back from the ACL. He's not even going to be ready for a minute.
All right.
And like they took him in the 3rd round. It wasn't like it was just not a throwaway pick, but they had 5 picks before that. It's not.
Yeah. It feels like the only way Goff isn't the starter in 2 years and 3 years is if he gets hurt, Hooker takes over and just dominates.
Yeah.
Like the same way the Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady thing happened. Like that's the only way Jared Goff is not going to be the starter.
Desmond Ridder, Marcus Mariota storyline. Desmond Ridder goes on to win a Super Bowl the next year.
Yeah.
All right. So we got back-to-back picks coming up. I don't feel good about anybody here. This feels a little bit of a dead zone. Probably would have taken Swift.
What pick are we
here. We're at 72.
I kind of like Joe Mixon here.
Do we?
Like,
is he still a player?
I was just doing the video I sent you this morning in Dropbox. Yeah, Mixon was a huge winner from the draft. All they took was Chase Brown.
As long as it doesn't look like they're going to cut him at this point. If all they did to address their backfield was add Chase Brown, they clearly don't want to just cut Joe Mixon.
Who we got left at wide receiver right now?
Marquise Brown, Treylon Burks, Kadarius Toney, Deontay Johnson, Jordan Addison. I don't like any of these guys that much. I think I
kind of like Marquise Brown.
I'd almost go David Montgomery here. Maybe Cam Akers.
Darren Waller?
Nah, I don't really. I'm not feeling. Who would you rather have, Montgomery or Akers?
I feel like probably Akers.
I was gonna say so. Akers feels like he just gets more work in that offense than Montgomery does, right?
Akers. Okay, so like Mixon, they only had Chase Brown. I think there's still a possibility that they cut Mixon and then sign a veteran back. Like even if it's like, okay, so Mixon's gonna make like 13 million this year or something. They cut him and then they sign like Zeke or something for 5-6 million. I think that's like a possible outcome for them.
Insane.
It would be like a crazy Madden type move, but it makes sense money wise.
Yeah.
And then Cam Akers, all they added was Zach Evans in the 6th round. So it's like Zach Evans, Kyron Williams. He was another big time winner.
Yeah. Do you think Akers is going to be like the lead guy there and take on like 65% of the work?
Who?
Akers.
I think they're going to try to let him be the lead back there. I feel like he earned that.
Yeah.
What that ends up meaning, I don't know.
Terrible pick. Bend over. Would you rather have you'd rather have Demont than Akers? Demont will get a lot of goal line work.
No, he won't. Gibbs is a goal line back.
Yeah.
You heard it here last.
Well, there's a lot of people talking shit right now. Put up some comments.
I just
we were in the middle of a different conversation.
Everybody fucking roasting me, dude. I don't know.
Go back to that super chat.
Yeah.
I think this person
Herbert less points per game than Dimes last season. Taking Watson and stacking him with Love is a higher EV play.
It's a one quarterback league.
I do like the Love Watson stack for sure. Herbert's I mean,
he's talking about Christian Watson.
Yeah,
I was thinking Deshaun Watson.
I mean, Herbert had nothing to fucking throw the ball to last year. His receivers were hurt, and now they have Kellen Moore coming in, so that offense is going to be a lot more dynamic and a lot more downfield with Williams, Allen, Quentin Johnston. Like I'm going to be very high on the Chargers offense this year, especially Herbert to have a nice bounce back. I think he's the favorite to lead the league in passing yards.
Really?
Maybe second behind Mahomes.
Herbert?
Yeah.
That was also the case last year.
Yeah, but now he gets a fresh.
What are Kirk Cousins'
slate
odds on that?
To lead the league?
Yeah.
Fucking 0%.
Give me that. Give me those odds.
0% with a 0% return. Let's see what the season looks
We also had we also had our second stack. We didn't really address it, but T. Higgins, Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon stays on the Bengals.
Yeah.
That's not really a great stack.
No, it's not how you traditionally want to do it, but a stack is a stack, you know?
Mahomes is pinned at 48.25 passing yards. Herbert's at 47.25. He's number 2. Kirk's down at 42.50.
Okay.
Speaking about Kirk, Was it too early to take a second quarterback here?
Yeah, we're the fact that we have the same number of running backs and receivers is already an issue. What about tight ends? What's the tight ends landscape looking like right now?
Evan Ingram, David Njoku, Pat Fryermuth, and not a whole lot. I mean, Dalton Schultz.
What QBs are available?
QBs, we got Dak, Tua, Jones, a Rich.
Yeah, I feel like taking a quarterback that early is.
I'm surprised. I wonder how early
tough.
Anthony Richardson's been going in these.
Yeah.
People have probably been going nuts to get his upside.
I mean, he's ahead of Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers on the ADP.
That makes sense.
It's insane.
You're just trying to have the best fucking best team.
Let's see.
I wonder where Jameson Williams was going before his suspension. He was probably very highly picked.
Would you take Tua as your last pick, keeper, or Lamar as your 5th rounder? Ooh. I mean, Tua feels like the better value. I mean, just because you're basically getting free Tua.
I'm going to assume this is one quarterback league.
Yeah.
Q.
If it was 2 quarterbacks, I would definitely lean Lamar.
I think it's one quarterback you have to go Tua. Because 5th round for Lamar, isn't that? I mean, where'd he go in here? He went Lamar in this draft.
Yes,
went
one
pick
quarterback
38.
league.
Beginning of 4th round, like that's kind of, you're just kind of taking Lamar.
Yeah, 5th round's kind of early. I still might take Lamar, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, when I look at keeper questions like that, I don't necessarily try to like weigh the value of round unless it's like 2nd round versus last round. Then obviously you have to weigh it. But I think the deeper you get into the rounds, like the less they really fucking matter. And because it's a keeper league, that means that every one of his league mates, it's 12 people, take keeping players, which means that round is even less valuable. It's actually like a 6th round pick.
Yeah.
And the 6th round pick, you're probably looking at, I mean, you obviously get a good player or two, but you're probably looking at some like borderline wide receiver too. So I guess the question becomes like, how much do you like Lamar compared to Tua?
All right, we're on the board. Wide receivers here, Cortland Sutton. Do we think he can have a bounce back? Think the Broncos offense can turn around?
Hell no, don't take Sutton here.
All right. Odell, not touching him. Rashad Bateman coming back from an injury.
Those are the best wide receivers available.
There
right
are
now?
no wide receivers
Did
left.
Quentin Johnson go?
Bruh.
I mean, his ADP is like way down there. I think I'm gonna go Alvin Kamara, unless we're
No.
Stop taking these.
All right.
Running backs.
I'm running out of time, guys.
Alexander Madison, don't mind
Wide
that
receivers. Wide receivers.
Wide receivers.
Gotcha.
Rashad Bateman.
Oh,
Horrible
God.
pick.
I ran out of time. All right.
Fuck.
Jacoby
tight
Myers, Alan Lazard, Dalton Schultz, Pat Fryermuth, David Njoku. I don't like any of these guys. I'm about to stack them with Kirk just because it's a stack.
What's the problem? I like Njoku. Had a breakout last year. I take
Did he?
Njoku over these fucking running backs and shitty wide receivers.
I'm taking Kirk Cousins.
No.
I'm taking Kirk Cousins.
A second fucking quarter.
A second quarterback.
It's on your account.
A second quarterback. A second quarterback. A second quarterback, baby. Let's go. We're stacking. We're stacking. Shake my hand.
Woo!
Shake my hand.
We love it.
We love that pick.
Shake my hand. Look, we have Justin Jefferson. We have Kirk Cousins. That's a stack. We have Justin Herbert. We have Keenan Allen. So when the Chargers face the Raiders, we're scoring points. When the Minnesota Vikings play the Detroit Lions, terrible defense, we're scoring points, baby.
This is an atrocious pick.
We can find later value later in the
No, we
draft.
can't. We can't even find a single player we like right now.
So we might as well go with the player we do like, Kirk Cousins.
No one said they liked him besides you.
Look, this is a stacking episode.
Whatever. You're right. All right,
Attacking
that's
with
fair.
the
That's
stacking.
Fair. That's fair.
I feel like Alexander Madison is a good value down here, just because if the Vikings do trade Dalvin Cook, Madison's the guy. He's
I mean, are
Cook's
we living
fault.
in fairy tale land?
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook's getting traded to who?
You don't think he's gonna get traded?
I don't know.
I would have only went with it because that could have also been counted as a stack.
There's
Who
lots
the
of
fuck
rumors.
is trading for Dalvin Cook though? Like
Who wouldn't? He's slow.
31 teams clearly right now are not. Facts.
Everyone
Damn.
should leave him hanging.
Everybody's pissed, dude.
I don't know. Like Dalvin Cook's getting cut, Joe Mixon's getting cut, Kamara's getting cut. Like everybody's just fucking getting traded and cut. Like not happening.
No, I don't think Joe Mixon's getting cut. I think he's gonna stay.
That's what I'm saying, MVP. It gets slim real quick.
Tour's good to have, honestly, because they get. I mean,
Did they get slim in one quarterback?
It gets slim real quick. It's the best diet you've ever seen. All right, let's look at the board here. Who's getting ripped off in the 9th round?
The
Yeah,
wide receivers
mean,
get bad real quick.
Okay, yeah, I will
Really?
say.
People go crazy for him. That's why we got to get him early.
Quinn Johnson.
We
already
should
in the
not
8th
have gone
round.
Mixon and Akers together. We should have took a receiver at that turn, or a better tight end.
Really?
We took.
You just think that's like too much?
Marquise Brown there.
Marquise Brown. There's just like another guy I have like no interest in.
Yes, this is attorney. Yeah, actually, what's your interest in Brown?
I kind of like him. Especially in Dynasty, I don't know. I've just been getting higher on him, like buying him at his current value, just because he catches a shit ton of balls on that team. And when they inevitably get Caleb Williams or Drake May next year.
Yeah, but we're talking about right
Brown.
now.
This is best ball. This is 1 year. 1 year for the rest of our lives.
This ain't for hoping that Caleb Williams falls to them. What if they have the 2 and 3 pick next year?
They still get one of those quarterbacks.
Yeah, but
only sexy
Caleb Williams or bust at this point.
Only you would take Caleb Williams in this year's Best Ball Mania draft.
Hold on. One, is DeAndre Hopkins going somewhere?
I think he's staying.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's not good.
And who's their quarterback?
Colton.
Whoever it is not good.
Yeah. I can't. I don't know if I can get behind Hollywood. Like in this, are we in the double-digit rounds yet?
No.
We're about.
Did he already go off the board?
No, we're in the 10th.
Or yeah, he went off in the 7th.
Yeah. Like I feel like that's where he was going off last year.
Who's this?
With Kyler.
Oh, Marquise.
Yeah, like with Kyler and DeAndre Hopkins suspended for 6 games. I don't know. He was a high volume guy. He just like, I don't think he connected on a single deep ball last year either. I remember I had him on a lot of teams. He was getting like 13.
He was really good to start the year.
He wasn't really good. He was getting like 14 fucking targets a game.
Yeah.
He'd be like 9 for 70 every game. You'd be like, all right, cool, 12 points.
He was a little Caesar's pizza. He was hot and he was ready.
Yeah, but he just you never put it into your mouth. You know?
Yeah.
It never exploded.
No one said it was good. Just a lot of volume for a low price. All right. We are
Devon A-Chain just went.
Oh, fuck. See, we shouldn't have, like, fade Akers Mixon at that turn. A-Chain 10th, 11th. Big fucking brain stuff.
Yeah.
Or Damian Harris, if he's still available.
I'd rather Latavius Murray at this point.
Khalil Herbert.
I can't believe I took Rashad Bateman. That was a panic pick. I had no other option.
Yeah, Bateman's a goat.
All right, so third quarterback or what?
Stop.
Back-to-back picks here. We could – I kind of want to double hammer running backs here.
No.
Why not?
This is why your teams come out terrible. We don't need 6 running backs through 10 rounds.
But, like, on what weeks am I not going to be playing Jefferson, Higgins, and then, like –
this is how these things happen. This is why people draft all these fucking wide receivers. Can't have 6 running backs going into round 10.
Why not?
You only start 2 of them.
Right, but, like, they all kind of suck. I need them all to kind of, mosh into one ball of suckiness that I can get something out of.
Take Darnell Mooney.
But, like, why would I take Darnell Mooney? Darnell Mooney, how many weeks is Darnell Mooney going to crack my roster behind Jefferson?
Even if it's 4,
Higgins?
And he just like had a
okay, you know what? There's no more running backs that I like, so we'll pivot to something else. I kind of like Cole Kmet. Do we like Cole Kmet as the tight end?
Take
or
a little
Dalton
Chicago
Schultz?
stack here.
I'm fine with Cole Kmet.
Dalton Schultz or Cole Kmet?
I'd commit over Schultz for me.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we're going to do him, and then we'll look at a wide receiver. Darnell Mooney. Do we stack Kmet with Mooney?
No,
I think so.
We don't even have Fields.
So we can stack a wide receiver with a tight end.
Fucking go to the wide receiver. What other wide receivers are there?
Jacoby Myers, Sky Moore, Darnell Mooney, Zay Jones. Like, there's no one. There is no one.
All right, hold on. Easy.
Stack a tight end. Dalton
Easy.
Schultz with Cole Kmet.
No.
Tell me that's not a good
Why do you like
stack.
Schultz so much?
Because he was good last year, and they don't have anyone else to throw the ball to.
Yeah, I guess they got CJ Stroud too. I'd rather not take him, but
Well,
go to the wide receivers again.
You're running out of time. You are running out of time before Schultz gets auto drafted.
I don't hate Jacoby Myers. I
do.
hate Sky Moore either. Zay Jones, I don't hate.
I hate all these guys.
You're stupid. That's why.
And we took Dalton Schultz. Double stack the tight ends. Clap it up, boys. We did it.
Woo! Love
Another
that
stack.
pick.
Another stack in the books. All right.
Nick, do you have any big projects on the horizon?
Yeah. Tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo.
Hell yeah.
Sucking down 40 fucking marks.
Are we? Are you?
I am. Well, we have our draft day. We're having the draft weekend meeting tomorrow.
Are we going to be sloshed during it?
We might serve cocktails throughout.
Nice.
Love that. You have to drink something.
I do.
It's a religious
Who's
holiday. You
taking
do.
part in the meeting? Just the three of us?
We'll have other guests.
Steve?
We have the whole family's coming. Don't worry.
Let's go.
Thoughts on a QB room consisting of Dak, Levis, and Stafford. Superflex. 5 points of 5 for a passing touchdown.
That is literally my exact quarterback room in a dynasty league.
So tell him about it.
Oh,
Spit
he's
some facts.
100% in the Dynasty League, and he's just saying that because he wants to.
He wants you to talk shit about your quarterback room.
Oh, that's a horrible quarterback room.
What a move by Ben. Big Ben Dover. So, like,
Like,
were
look
you gonna
at
talk-
Kelsey's.
I mean,
last
clearly I
comment.
like it because it's what I did.
Kelsey's last comment.
It's a good one, Kelsey. Kelsey comes in with a banger every now and then.
Nobody likes you, Kelsey.
It's not true. I like you, Kelsey.
Would you rather a lady with a double stack?
Top or double cheeked up on the bottom. Is that just a super weird way of asking boobs or ass?
I mean, it
I
is.
think so.
I want to say
Personality.
double stack. Yeah, that was not part of the question.
I'll take a double cheeked up brain.
I'm gonna take double stack because today's all about stacks. It's a flapjack time of day.
All right, let's fucking look at who we're gonna take next,
No,
so that we're not
I
on the
don't like
clock and you're
planning
talking
ahead.
about the Houston Texans backup tight end.
We should take another quarterback here.
we should. Now we're thinking. All right, we still gotta like a whole round before our next pick, but I'm glad we got 2 tight ends because there's no other tight ends that I really want.
We should have taken a good one early.
We
should
2
have faded
good
running
ones
backs
now.
altogether.
Yeah.
Everybody says that, and I just
Yeah, because
I
we can still
refuse
get
to
Antonio
believe it.
Gibson right now.
Don't-
Gibson has like a 12th round pick. He's gonna catch 60 balls this year.
Except we can't get him. He's gonna go off the board.
I know, but I'm just we could have had
Coulda
him
got him
last
last round.
round and then had good wide receivers and tight ends prior.
There's
I'm gonna make sure I sneak join every BBM that you're in. I'm gonna sneak
No way
join.
that would work. You'd auto pick every time.
No,
Yeah, that's true. Yo, Jeff Wilson. Is Jeff Wilson the best running back left on this board?
No, because Devon A. Chain's getting all the touches. No, Antonio Gibson gonna be a beast.
Okay.
Who can you read the names off to me? I can't see.
Gibson, Algier, Foreman, Kendre Miller, Raheem Mostert, Zeke. Easy, Zeke.
This is like where I'm probably going for Kendre Miller. I think
really?
I think that's ambiguous enough that I'm like, this is
What about Jalen Warren?
Kendre seems like a. I like Jalen Warren here too, probably, but I like wide receivers more.
I mean, these wide receivers: KJ Osborne, Jalen Hyatt, Romeo Dobbs, Alec Pierce, DPJ, Mingo, Chark, Nico,
It's a bunch of legends.
Yeah, for real.
bunch of L's.
DPJ, I don't hate in Cleveland.
Really?
Mingo in Carolina, it's kind of cool.
I want to stop drafting wide receivers, to be honest.
You only have 4.
I know, but I just don't want any of these guys on my team. Oh, this is gross.
Do they give out awards for like last place?
you,
Probably.
you
for
think
BBM?
I could get like dead last in BBM?
100%.
That's hard to do.
You're gonna get the bottom 5 spots.
Trying to draft a championship team and getting dead last is an accomplishment.
Start 3 and buys, correct. When like week 8 hits and we have 6 wide receivers on the roster, 3 of them are on a bye. One of your guys is hurt. You have 2 starting wide receivers.
All right, so let's double stack here. Do we go Mingo Chark? Stack the Carolina
Ooh,
receivers?
get Bryce Young's boys.
No,
Yeah.
No.
All in on the Carolina passing attack.
Why do you
Ooh,
keep
Nico
doing
Collins I
stacks when
kinda
we don't
like.
have the quarterback?
Because a flapjack's a flapjack. It don't
What-
matter if you throw almonds on it.
What about Nico Collins?
What about Nico Collins? I fucking hate Nico Collins.
Why?
We'll queue up DPJ. I'm fine with it. I'm not fine with it, but I have to be. It's not that I got options. It's just
Rashid Shaheed. He's a
doing
big
what?
play guy.
Doing what? I mean, look, it is best ball, so I don't have to worry about starting him. He's just going to be
Yeah.
throwing my lineup anytime he gets a 50-yard touchdown. So maybe,
Rashid Shaheed.
you know what? You might have talked me into it. I might have talked myself into it.
He's gonna catch 3
Oh,
passes.
not over DJ Chark, though.
I think so. He's gonna catch 3 passes. They're each gonna be 70 yards for a touchdown.
Derek Carr does have a nice deep ball.
That's all you need
Screw it.
to win
I don't care anymore.
BBM.
I hate
That
B-
was the
I hate-
winning pick.
You think so?
Yeah.
Dude, look at this wide receiver room. It's not going to matter. Shaheed's never going to play because I have 3 receivers that are locked and loaded starters.
Well,
Bateman
yeah.
hasn't finished a fucking season.
I'm not talking about Bateman.
Keenan Allen, and what happened? One of those guys goes on a bye. What happens?
Then he gets
Then we're
replaced.
depending on Rashid Shaheed.
Our team doesn't take buys, all right? We don't give him off days. This is no paid time off for him. Sexy the phone. Oh, my bad.
Why is everyone just
Canada. That's true. I've never seen Canada before, so can't confirm that it's real. Look at my team, Nick. What team?
Who is
Larry? Why are you doing
Larry?
this to
Which
us?
team is yours? What player have you drafted the most this year?
Well, great part about underdogs, you could check your exposure. See
Yeah,
what
you
we
can.
got
Check
right
it,
now.
Tony.
Can I check it from here? Or do I have to go back to the... I don't want to go back to the home screen and check it right
you're
now.
good. Stop.
All right.
Stop. All right. I've only done like one draft post NFL draft, so this is not going to be great, but let's see. Okay. Exposure right now. My top quarterbacks are Justin Fields, Jordan Love, Sam Howell, Brock Purdy, Deshaun Watson, and Anthony Richardson.
Heard God.
My running backs, DeAndre Swift, Deonta Foreman, Antonio Gibson, Jalen Warren, Brian Robinson, Rashad White, David Montgomery, and Ramondre Stevenson. Wide receivers. Ooh, ew. We're going to skip those.
Let's hear him.
Tight ends, Evan Ingram, Cole Kmet, Hunter Henry. How early did I draft these teams? Oh, this is pre. This is pre. Let's look at the super flex ones.
Hold on, real quick. We got a, I'm assuming a dynasty trade here. Would you give your 2024 first rounder for Garrett Wilson, Pollard, or Taylor? Or
Yes.
get a 4th, 5th rounder for that first rounder? I'm not sure of that question.
What?
Or get a 4th or 5th rounder.
Why is Pollard in the same tier as Garrett Wilson and Jonathan Taylor?
He's not, but I would honestly probably... Would you give up a first
This
rounder?
feels
for
like
Pollard?
one of those questions where the person thinks they're in a dynasty league, but they're in a keeper league, and it's
Yeah.
not explained correctly.
Mm,
Like, oh, I'm in a
True.
dynasty league. We keep 2 players. Who should I keep? Okay, wait. Or get a 4th, 5th rounder for that first rounder.
Let's just ignore that part of the question. We're gonna take we're giving up a first rounder for those 3 players. Though,
I
right?
actually think this is keeper league. So like he'd be giving up his first rounder in a redraft league next year.
Oh, then no, I wouldn't do that for any of them.
So basically you're saying you're going to lose on purpose in 2024 for a chance to win this year. Or a better chance to win this year.
Big U energy.
No, it's not. I wouldn't want to give up my chances of winning next year.
Yeah,
Larry.
no, a first round in redraft, I'm probably not giving up at all. But if that's dynasty, yeah, I'd give that up for Wilson or Taylor in a second. Pollard would have to be at the 1-5 or later, most likely.
Your boy Jalen Warren just went off in the 14th round. You're getting me on Jalen Warren. You're talking me into him as a late round pick. A lot of high upside. Roshan Johnson, beginning of the 12th round.
I kind of like that.
I like it too.
Oh, wait, that was like 2 rounds ago. Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like this dynasty question here. Dak and CD Lamb or the 102 Olave and a 2024 first.
Oh,
It's a good trade.
I think I'm taking
the right side.
Yeah, I'm taking the Olave side.
Interesting.
The 102 essentially is younger Stroud.
Yeah.
Your choice.
Yeah, you're basically recouping. You're getting a 5-6 year younger version of Dak at the 102.
Well, maybe. What if they bust?
Right. I'm just saying, like, you're recouping a quarterback. You know what I mean? And I would say if you take Anthony Richardson, you can have a higher upside than Dak. Olave is obviously a drop off from CD, but you take that 2024 first and probably sitting sexy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting sexy.
All right. 4 more picks until our pick. What are we still looking for? Wide receivers is what we're doing.
We always are.
Oh, Hunter Renfro.
Chase Brown.
Hunter Renfro has been our guy for years now. Oh my God, this is bad. Did we take a 3rd quarterback? Hear me out. CJ Stroud. Because I think we have. Oh no, we don't. Well, yes, we have Dalton Schultz. Do we need a quarterback 3?
We need more wide receivers.
Do.
We need Wandell. No one needs Wandell. No one needs
Khalil
Khalil
Shakir. Oh, Isaiah Hodgins is still available. What are we doing?
Yeah, Hodge God. Rip that.
All right.
Why is he going so late?
Because he sucks.
He
What are we
doesn't.
talking about?
He was incredible.
Hodgins could be the difference in BBM for sure.
Yeah.
I would put money on it. It's either going to be Anthony Richardson or Isaiah Hodgins. The
One of
difference
the two.
maker in BBM.
Nice. Daniel Jones is going to be this year's Jalen Hurts.
I mean, he was last year's Jalen Hurts. And Jones is a better runner.
What about Joshua Palmer?
He literally just got replaced in the draft.
John Mechie.
Quentin Johnston.
I like John
that's
Mechie
true.
here.
John Mechie.
Yeah.
How many
Are we going
ACLs
to
does
just
he
take the
have?
whole Houston passing offense?
Do we have anyone else?
This is
we already took
all
Dalton
about the
Schultz.
stacks.
If we take the entire Houston offense, that means anytime they score a touchdown, we get points.
Yeah, but then all the touchdowns are going to go like fucking Devin Singletary.
Guys, I'm
then
still
we just have to take Devin Singletary.
I'm still not off Hunter Renfro. I'm still there with him.
They brought in Jacoby Myers.
That's true. Tyquan Thornton, can he
Once a star, always a threat. I don't hate Renfro.
Chase Claypool. Chase Claypool's I feel like this is not correct ADP for Chase Claypool.
I agree. I feel like he's fallen pretty far down. I like Chase
pick.
a little bit.
I think
I
think for where Darnell Mooney's going compared to Chase Claypool, I think it's terrible. Would it be that surprising if like DJ Moore's the one and then Claypool's the two?
No, I think everyone behind DJ Moore is going to have shit production probably. Like 500 yards, 600 yards tops. Tyler Scott takes over for Darnell Mooney by week 6.
Oh, shit. They got Tyler Scott.
Game Hova.
What round they get Tyler Scott in?
4th.
Oh, man.
Makes
that's
great
not
music.
bad. Yeah, that's decent capital.
What did you just say?
He makes great music.
Tyler Scott?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that joke when he first said it. I'm mad that I just went with it. Not clicking the tabs.
What tabs?
Keeping tabs.
I think you.
Hey, George.
Hopefully.
Hey, George.
Mark Andrews or Gibbs in Dynasty?
Straight up tight end premium
I'd
Dynasty.
take Gibbs.
You would take Gibbs over your own mother.
How old is Andrews? 26?
Probably 27.
27, 28.
This will be a very unpopular opinion, but I think I would take Andrews there.
I'm just not that big of a fan of Gibbs. I feel like we talked a lot about him, but I don't know. Sam Laporta, I think that is an interesting pick.
I think I know what he meant by the tabs. When you were looking through players, like rather than narrowing it down to a specific position, you were just going through all the players at once.
Yeah, sorry. Getting y'all schizo. Sam Laporta, tight end 1 in Detroit.
Yo, here's what I'll say for the tight ends. I feel like a good strategy this year in best ball drafts because so many rookie I might be in on rookie tight ends in redraft this year because so many of them, like the top ones, landed in spots where they can produce right away. Dalton Kincaid, even Michael Mayer to Las Vegas, Sam Laporta to Detroit. Like all these guys are stepping right in. And Green Bay doesn't have a tight end on the roster besides Luke Musgrave and Tucker Kraft.
Yeah.
Like one of those is going to be forced to be a starter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they're going to produce, but like a lot of times we want these rookies to play and then they have some bullshit guy like Tyler Conklin just like going to play 70% of snaps for no reason. But most of these guys go to situations where they don't have someone like that could take the roles from. So I feel like a strategy might be stacking up some rookie tight ends.
Just really punting on tight end.
Yeah. Where did Kincaid go in this draft?
Kincaid went at pick 137, middle of the 12th.
Okay.
And Sam Laporta too, almost like what was he drafted? Like pick 35?
He was
high.
Very high in the second round.
He was the 3rd pick of the second round. It was Joey Porter, Will Levis, Laporta.
He nearly has first round draft capital. The only guy in Detroit, they're going to pass the ball a lot because they're probably going to be because their defense is probably going to suck again.
Also coming from Iowa, we know that's tight end U. He's literally the next Hawkinson.
Yeah.
They traded away. Do you remember what they traded away Hawkinson for? No.
Might have been that second. Might have been a second. I don't know.
I'm in on Sam Laporta.
Me too.
Same.
Very in.
Trey McBride, rookie tight end last year.
Mm.
Not really feeling. I mean, we just talked about how they don't have a quarterback. So
yeah, that's kind of my concern. He's fine. I just feel like he might put together like a decent year by the end of it, but I just feel like most weeks he's just gonna have like 37 yards.
Kincaid is too. He is actually pretty expensive in redraft.
Yeah, for a rookie tight end, you got to actually put some.
I mean, maybe
some money behind.
But
that
like,
talk.
what are we? I mean, we're drafting him in between guys like, Okonkwo, Mayer.
Yeah,
but Mayer went around before him.
What about the play? Like, who went? What players?
Like MVS, Alec Pierce, Antonio Gibson, Jalen Hyatt, Roshan Johnson.
Right, yeah. I think that's probably where it should go.
Yeah, it's not too expensive. It's not too spicy.
Just get a better job.
Ooh, all right. Couple picks away. Do we need another tight end?
Crappy QBs throw to tight ends. Yeah, tell that to Patrick Mahomes.
Already in the chat. Yeah, Mahomes sucks.
All right. So how many? We only have 3 running backs. This is bad. You
That's
guys let
good.
me sleep on running backs way too long. Oh my God.
We only
This
have
is,
3 backs.
this
That's
is a
fine.
disaster.
The BBM
When
team
you guys-
that won the first one literally had 4 running backs. on their
Why are we
roster.
still
What
going
about
off
Kenneth Gainwell?
Kenneth Gainwell?
Lenny?
Uncle
Ooh,
Lenny.
what about Zach Evans?
Yeah, stack him. Fuck it. Let's stack it with Cam Akers.
I feel like
That's a good stack.
Fournette's got to get a job somewhere, right?
no, that's
Kareem Hunt has to get a job.
No, also no.
Oh my God.
Kenneth Gainwell here. I like it.
I would take Gainwell over those guys. Gainwell's like the only one on the board that you know is going to produce at least a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know that though.
There's going to be weeks where he gets in the end zone.
Oh my God, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is still here.
I like,
hate
I
my
like
life.
Clyde.
I hate my life so much. What about Michael Carter?
No.
Can we stack him with Brees Hall?
Do you like those running back stacks?
Gainwell's the pick here. Grow up.
I think we go Carter, and I think we go Evans for the stack, for the running back stack. Yeah, I don't care. We're doing it. We're doing it. Michael Carter. Give me Michael Carter stacked with Brees Hall. Give me Zach Evans stacked with
This is horrible.
Cam Akers. We have an absolute monopoly
there-
on the Jets and Rams backfield.
Is there
How does this
any
not
team
pan
we
out?
don't have at least 2 players of on the roster?
No, this is all about the stacks.
Tony being too worried on stacks to pick relevant players is my 13th reason.
I like know where that joke's from, but I don't get it. You ever see 13 Reasons Why?
Yeah, she's saying you fucking doing all this bullshit is why she's going to unalive herself.
Oh,
Damn. Sexy Pat, can you ask Nick if we can have a sleepover? I'll bring the GameCube. Can we have a sleepover?
What?
I don't know. Look, here's what's important. Our running back room is now 2 Jets and 2 Rams.
Who did you end up picking? You didn't go with Gainwell?
No, I went
You
with Carter,
Carter
and
and
Evans.
Evans.
Oh my god. You went with Evans after Akers?
Yes.
Sir.
And Michael Carter after Brees Hall.
Guys, this is it's BB. You only shoot for upside. You
Yeah.
don't waste roster spots handcuffing players.
I didn't handcuff. I stacked them.
No,
This is a stack.
no.
This is what people talk about on the internet and Twitter when they're like, you have to stack.
Gus Edwards. Kind of like that.
I like Gus Edwards too.
Should have taken him over.
I probably should have,
Gus Edwards is washed.
but I feel like he's still going to be used.
He's this year's Lenny.
Our wide receivers are fine.
We need more.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 wide receivers,
Need more.
More.
and they're all Chase Claypool. No,
Probably should get another tight end.
yeah, I was going to say we need another tight end. How many picks we even got left in this? We got
One.
1 pick.
Make
One
this
pick for
tight
the
end
rest of
count.
our lives. God damn it. And we only have Herbert and Cousins. It's a good duo, but I need 4 quarterbacks. I need to stack all these guys.
Is it possible to stack too much? Yeah. Look at our fucking team.
We just proved that to you
When
today.
you start stacking running backs, you have a problem.
That's like
Tony
saying
has a real problem.
Yeah,
There's probably not. You probably couldn't find a more negative correlated stack than the same running backs on the same team.
but when one gets hurt, I have the entire backfield.
Oh, okay. So we're drafting handcuffs.
No, we're drafting stacks.
You're playing for insurance.
I'm drafting 1-2 punches that are gonna knock people out in this best ball mania. Oh my god. This is a high pressure pick right here. The last pick of the draft.
What are the tight ends?
Yeah. We got Gesicki.
Dude, Larry, your team stinks.
What about Jelani Woods?
I was
Jelonstein? Yeah, man.
Jelonstein?
no,
Yeah.
you're not.
So in on
What do you
Jelani.
mean?
He's like 6'8".
He had a decent rookie year, and now who are the tight ends there? Is Mo Alie-Cox still
I think they
there?
still have Mo.
How is he still there?
I mean, he's got a great name, so that helps.
One tight end that might have lost in the draft is Darnell Washington. Is he like
I don't even know what team he ended up on.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah,
That's an L spot.
he's just gonna be a lineman.
Feels like it.
I think Jelani
This is a
Woods
disaster.
could have a few good weeks. He
Says
had a
who?
few good weeks in his rookie season where he got like 10 receptions for.
Jelani
230
and Anthony
yards.
Richardson are going to make magic together.
Yeah, we took Anthony Richardson, right? It's another stack.
No.
Guys,
This is a disaster. Love Star's right.
I see nothing wrong with this team.
Everyone's rating Larry's team is 0.
Damn.
I give him a 1.
Chat rate my team. Do you ever figure out what team Larry is?
No. Check.
No, you check.
I can't. You have the computer.
This team is the low-key elite. Thanks.
George.
Thank you, George. Someone acknowledge it. Someone with a brain acknowledge it.
Okay, well, George is not the person with the brain.
All right, last tight end. I'm honestly feeling Noah Fant.
Feeling Jelani Woods.
You would take Woods over Fant.
Yeah.
What did Jelani Woods do last
What
year?
did Noah Fant do last year?
He scored 4 touchdowns.
How many?
I didn't realize Fant was still on the board. I would take Fant over
Really?
over Woods. Yeah.
I would, like we said, I would take Musgrave over Woods.
No.
I don't hate Musgrave either. I don't like him, but
Wild card, baby. Upside. Stack him with what kind of stack can we do here? Do we have another Indy guy? Another Seattle guy? No more stacks. It's unfortunate. All right. As this draft wraps up, hopefully you guys learned a thing or two about stacking in
What
Best
not to
Ball
do.
Mania. Don't forget, you can download the app, use promo code DIMES, get yourself a 100% deposit match bonus. That's free money. You can enter a couple Best Ball Manias. And of course, they got Underdog has a free play going on for the next day and a half. That's Jaylen Brown's half a bucket. 1 point is all he needs for that free hit. Nothing more free than that.
Or like
So,
a free hit.
go ahead, sign up for Underdog there. Make sure you play on that one. And with this last pick, where are we going?
Jelani Woods.
No, we're not going Jelani Woods.
No Fant's off the board.
I know, so we're going Musgrave. Ooh! We're going with it.
got no respect for you, section.
No respect.
All right, that's the draft. On a scale from 9 to 10, how are we rating it?
1.
No,
One
I'd rate it.
wasn't a
Remember,
plausible.
I'd probably give it the same score as Larry's team. Fucking zeros across the board.
Zeros across the board.
Competing with Larry for last place. Did you even pick somebody? What's going on?
Honestly, I don't know. Underdog froze on me.
This is if this is the wrong pick here, we're screwed.
Kelsey, no.
Jeez,
Kelsey, what the fuck?
They lying. All right. Does anybody have respect for sexy? No. No. This last hour has shown anything. It's that we don't.
I have more respect for Jay Sternberger.
He's really good, actually. I remember him coming out of.
I respect him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have so much respect for him.
You, on the other hand,
We did get Michael Carter, didn't we?
Bryce Hall. I love when people who come in here talking shit and just like can't even name NFL players.
Bryce Hall, the TikToker.
All right. We got anything else here? I think it was a good draft.
You're the host.
Well, I
Don't
was
ask,
just making.
don't ask us.
I was making sure you guys didn't have any last pieces.
I got
You're-
nothing left to say to you.
You've all gobbled your last ghoul. All right. All right. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. It's been an awesome time. This is the $3 million team. You saw it here first. Y'all witnessed history here. All right. Keep note of this because this is going to be one of my last times here. When I'm a $3 millionaire, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be off hiding
You'll
in the.
still have to wait until January.
I'm just letting you know now. That humble me is not going to be here anymore.
You're putting your 9 months in.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Tony No Dimes is going to be Tony 3 mil. Tony 3 stacks. More stacks than I got going on in this draft today. But once again, get on Underdog. It's a great platform. It helps you with your drafts. This is the time that you want to be practicing for when you get in your home leagues. You can win money on Underdog. You're going to dominate your home leagues. It's a win-win-win. Jaylen Brown's a free win. All we do is win on Underdog with stacks, with no stacks, with sexy looking sexy, with sexy looking not sexy, with some dogs.
Damn. I haven't
Y'all,
heard that in a while.
yeah, it's been a minute. Y'all know what it is. Thank you again for showing up. Use promo code DIMES and let's clap it up because we're out
Jameer
of here.
Gibbs. Jameer Gibbies.
Clap it up in the chat, boys. Clap it up. We fuck.